heiße Ludwig und bin in einem Monat 8. Fußball mache ich gerne und Ballett mache ich eigentlich auch viel. Ja.
Nicht Fußball spielen.
Nicht Fußball, das ist Fußball, das ist Ballett. Jetzt nach vorne, schöne Füße, zeigen alle schöne Füße.
Das Blöde ist, die Kinder denken immer, Ballett wäre nicht für Buben. Ich habe eigentlich alles gerne am Ballett. Am besten finde ich natürlich die Sprünge und noch andere Sachen. Es ist cool, das Ballett. Vielleicht werde ich tanzen, aber vielleicht auch nicht.
Ich bin der Basil Schwerzmann, ich bin 17, ich komme von Zürich, ich bin Schweizer. Also ich habe mit 8 jemanden getroffen, der Ballett gemacht hat. Und dann hat die Mama gesagt, komm, geh doch einmal. Da bin ich so halb überzeugt, mehr überredet, in so einen Ballettunterricht gegangen. Und das erste Jahr ist auch so ein bisschen einfach so, ich bin halt gegangen, weil die Mami das cool gefunden hat. Aber dann so, nach einem Jahr waren wir in New York für 3 Monate. Dort hatte ich auch 2 Aufführungen, unter anderem am Broadway. Und dort hat es mich so richtig gepackt. Und dann habe ich gewusst, was mein Ziel ist. Ich mache meine Tanzausbildung an der Tanz Akademie Zürich. Also am Morgen komme ich so meistens um 8 Uhr, Viertel vor 8 Uhr in die Garderobe, ziehe mich schnell um und tue mich dann so für eine gute Stunde aufwärmen. Und dann habe ich so 2,5 Stunden bis 3 Stunden klassisches Training. Und dann am Nachmittag haben wir Nebenfächer wie Pas de Deux, Modern oder auch Improvisation. Aufgrund des Ballett hat es schon viele Vorurteile, vor allem bei den Jüngeren. Also als ich so 3., 4., 5. Klasse, die ersten paar Jahre Ballett, habe ich es niemandem gesagt. Ich hätte es sicher nicht können. Ich wäre sicher gerade der Aussenseiter gewesen und von allen gemobbt worden. Aber später, als ich dann in die Tanzakademie gekommen bin und es ernster geworden ist und mit dem Ziel, zum professionellen Balletttänzer zu werden, ist das auch von den Gleichaltrigen akzeptiert worden. Meine Tanzausbildung geht jetzt noch. Ich bin jetzt im 2. Jahr. Und normalerweise würde sie 3 Jahre lang gehen, so ein bisschen wie eine normale Lehre. Aber ich probiere noch die Berufsmatur nebendran, das heisst, sie geht 4 Jahre. Einerseits muss man bedenken, dass ein klassischer Balletttänzer vielleicht bis 35 wirklich voll tanzen kann. Und nachher, ja, dein Leben ist noch nicht gerade vorbei mit 35. Dann musst du dir auch überlegen, für den Fall, es kann schon sein, dass du in der Tanzszene bleiben willst, aber vielleicht hast du auch wirklich genug und willst etwas ganz Neues anfangen. Und somit hast du die Möglichkeit, irgendwo zu studieren oder so. Und der andere Faktor ist, ich weiss nicht, vielleicht stürze ich in 2 Jahren von einer Stege und habe einen Bruch, der nachher nicht mehr möglich ist, dass er sich so gut verhält, dass ich weiterhin tanzen kann. Und dann habe ich ein Problem. Und mit der BMS habe ich wieder eine Absicherung. Ich tanze gerne Ballett, weil es ist einerseits eine physische Herausforderung, aber eigentlich auch eine psychische. Du musst immer fokussiert sein, du musst immer da sein, physisch wie psychisch. Und das finde ich eine sehr grosse Herausforderung und habe ich sehr gerne. Ich will natürlich in eine gute Company kommen. Und natürlich, es ist jedermanns Traum, ein Solist zu werden. Das wäre schön.
My name is Patrick Foster. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Canada. When I was around 4, my mom and sister were dancing, and I said, well, why can't I dance as well? And so I went around a studio and, you know, what all little kids do and just flail around a little. But then I went to a ballet school when I was 10 years old, and trained until I was 18 and then started working. I am currently dancing at Ballett Zürich in the junior ballet. I decided it was a good idea for me to move away from home. I'd lived in Toronto my whole life, and so I came to Europe. I went around a few countries, I did a few auditions, and I came to Zurich and I auditioned, and I got a job here. So I chose to take a contract here, and I'm really happy I did. A junior company is a company for dancers who have just come from school and are trying to transition from being students to professional dancers. And in a junior company, you normally get to perform with the main company that the junior company is associated with, but then you also have your own shows and your own opportunities to mature as a dancer and really come into your own as a professional. I enjoy the most about dancing is both being on stage and working in the studio, because being on stage, of course, you have the gratitude of the audience and you have all this energy of performing, but all the work you put in the studio as well is so satisfying to come in every day and, you know, create art. Every day you kind of wake up with some pain and, you know, the normal things for a dancer, but it's worth it in the end for what you get out of it. Last season, I broke my toe on stage during a performance, and it's tough to deal with it because it's quite a lot of pain. But we have a really good staff of physiotherapists and doctors. So the next day I had already had an X-ray and everything. And I was lucky that it wasn't such a bad injury, but typically people would then either take time off and work with the specialists that are associated with the Opera House and do their best to get back quickly. When I was young, I did get teased a little, but I actually hid the fact that I was a ballet dancer in school, so no one really knew until the last couple years I was in school, well, in public school, that is. And so I did get teased, but I ended up having a group of friends that didn't care. So this was nice to have a group of friends that liked me for just being a ballet dancer. In my career, I would love to achieve working with colleagues and a director that really sees potential in me and who wants to develop me as a dancer, because for me, this is almost more important than becoming the biggest star or the biggest principal dancer in the world. But as long as I'm working with people that respect me and people that want to work with me and grow together, this is the most important thing to me.
My name is Filipe Portugal. I come from Portugal and I'm 38. I'm currently dancing still with the Ballett Zürich. I'm a principal dancer. It's like the highest category you can have in a ballet company, which means that you have to work very hard for it. At the primary school where I was, they had ballet classes like in the end of the day. My mom said that once I asked her to go to the ballet class. I was first the only boy with many girls, and that was not so often at that time yet. My teacher pushed me to go to the conservatory for audition when I was 9 to start ballet more seriously. And I was lucky that things always went very easily with my parents as well, because as a boy that wants to dance, it's not always easy. It's not always a fair profession, because it doesn't only depend on your hard work sometimes, that you're there every day doing your work the most you can. It's not just about that. You have to be somehow also very lucky in a sense that it's art, so we all have different tastes, and sometimes it's not just about how much you give and how much you do it. It's if the person that is in front likes what he sees. Sometimes you really wish to dance a certain role or this or that, but then just things don't go that way. And but that's life. I always say, no matter what I do, if it's small or big, when I'm on stage, I just try to enjoy it the most I can, and then in the end, it's fine. As much as a principal dancer is important on a ballet, classical ballet, where is the main part, everyone has their importance on the ballet company. And this is something you should never forget, because we all have our value, no matter where you are. I always thought about, not like, oh, I want to be a choreographer, but I always had the idea of making ballets. And this was always something that was in my mind. Although it took me a while, I always talked about it, that I wanted to choreograph, but it took me a while to be ready for it. When I start working with the dancers, I basically try to take the best of each one and discovering new ways of moving, but always taking a lot of what they can give me. I don't like when I force dancers to do something that actually it's not comfortable for them. It doesn't mean that I will make their life very easy and they just do easy things. No, it's still challenging, but I need to have I need to be sure that when they will be on stage, they will enjoy it the most they can. And for that, you have to be very comfortable with what you do, and it has to be somehow very personal. And I like that. I like when they really develop themselves, even things that they probably never discovered before. And I see them reaching another level of their career, searching a new way of moving, because this is maybe how they are. And this is what is exciting for me, to really see them finding themselves. I like to be choreographing. I always have fun. It's very interesting. Me as a person normally shy, when I'm with people choreographing, I just don't think so much. We just let it go and we just enjoy it. And for me, the most rewarding thing is when they come to me after and say, look, I really enjoyed to dance your piece. It was so great, and this is for me enough to feel happy. And of course, it's a work in progress. It takes time for you to reach the point of really enjoy every time you go on stage and put the fear behind and just enjoy, and just that's the moment. The moment is there, and that's the best. And I hope everyone finds it in the end. And of course, for young kids, it will take time to get there, but it's worth it, definitely. When I get on stage, I feel freedom. I feel freedom because I feel like I can be myself. There's no other place where I feel more freedom than on stage.